right, here we go. I'm here with Miss Renee herself in the building. Actor, director, rapper, entrepreneur extraordinary mother. I could go on.
Thank you.
Yes. What I want to say is, man, it feels good to have you here. Looking good. Love the hair. Stylish. Ready to go. What I want to say is, man, what was life like for Miss Renee coming up, man? You did a lot. We're going to start from the very beginning, man. What was life like for Miss Renee growing up, and what was it like?
I mean, well, in the beginning growing up, it really wasn't that hard for me because my mother was there for me. She made it easy as possible for me. So I didn't really have a hard life, but, we made it. And it was like, there were so many things that I wanted to accomplish growing up to where I did it. I started having kids at a young age, and it just kind of like prolonged all the things that I wanted to do. But yeah, my life growing up, it really wasn't that hard. It was just how I made it that seemed so hard.
Right. How many siblings do you have, and what were your siblings like? What was life like coming up with you and your siblings?
Oh, I have 8 sisters, and it was we all grew up together, and I'm the youngest of all though, and we all was together. It's like if one was in trouble, we all was in trouble. We had each other's back. I mean, we was just as one.
Right, as one. Are there any situations where you had to throw down and throw some hands, because of your sisters, or hey, did they ever come to that point?
Well, it was always with me. It was like in school. When I told them about a fight that I was gonna have at school, they all was there. They all showed up. They did.
What high school did you go to?
I went to Wyandotte High.
What was Wyandotte High like coming up from Miss Renee? And it seemed like you had a lot of haters, man. Why were they trying to fight you?
Well, it was mainly the guys because then they wanted me to be their girlfriend in school, and I was like, no, I don't want to. So they started picking on me because of that. But going to Wyandotte High School, of course, I dated my son's dad, and he was kind of crazy. But nobody hated on me. Nobody had no beef with me because they respected me because of him, because he was crazy. But other than that, I had a good school year.
Right. Sounds dope. Sounds like a lot of dope memories. Man.
Yeah, it was.
Having kids at a young age, did it help you grow as a person, as a woman? What was that like? Was it a struggle? Because I know how it is back, just having kids at a young age. What was that like?
Well, actually, I had my first child at 19. And I always kept God first. That's how I say I never struggled with none of my children. I did what I was supposed to do so I could be blessed, and that's what I was. I never had hard times with my children because I did what God wanted me to do.
Man, that's saying a lot, staying on top of it, because I know it can get pretty rough, but you was always on top of your game. Being on top of your game at a young age, what did that teach you later on in life, coming up in the years?
Well, it really taught me, growing up, I was like, I would say I was young, and the only thing I wish I would have done when I was younger was manage my money better, had a different mindset than I did growing up, because I believe that I could have, been somewhere. I could have been further in life.
Right. We live and we learn, especially with financial stability. That money can come and it can go. You can have lots of it and could easily just disappear.
Yes.
Hey, it's how we get it back. That's the long run. That's what matter in the long run. As long as we get it back and get back going, get back on our feet. Hey, that's all that counts.
Yep.
Man, when's your birthday?
My birthday is in April.
April. What year were you born?
Oh, come on now. But I don't mind telling because I'm proud of it. But I was born in 1970.
Nice.
Yep.
Don't look it at all.
Come April 16th, which will be in a few months from now, I will be 53 years old.
Wow.
53.
Wow. That's saying a lot. You're like one of those Instagram moms. Like, really. Because you can pass for at least about 35 right now.
Thank you.
At least about 35. Can you tell everybody how important it is to take care of yourself at a young age? Because it looks like you took really good care of yourself. I mean, look at you. You look young, still vibrant, still full of energy, still doing the rapping, the acting. I mean, where does this energy all come from? What do you got to do to get like you at your age, to a young girl?
Well, my mom taught me how to respect my elders, my manners and everything. She taught me how it is to make myself happy and be happy. And with that energy, you could grow up to love yourself and love others and respect others no matter what. And that's what I did. And I also said, I want to do better. I'm going to be better. And I just kept that positive mindset to where, I'm not going to let nothing stress me out. Which sometimes things does stress you out. But you got to get past it. Just give it to God and just keep moving forward. And you'll see, how you'll be a more happier person or be at peace with yourself and with others.
Really real talk, because there's a lot of people out here that's at war with themselves. Yes. And it reflects on others. Mm-hmm. It reflects on others, and it causes chaos wherever they go. Mm-hmm. And they wonder why they have problems wherever they go, because they're not at peace with themselves.
Yes.
So it does take being peace at yourself in order to definitely find happiness with that and with other people. Because if you don't find peace within yourself, drama and chaos will follow you wherever it goes.
Yes. And also, you'll be hurt, you'll be sad, you'll be depressed, you'll be stressed out or whatever. But just know that joy cometh in the morning, and that is so true. Just be patient with yourself and let God, fight your battles. And it's just all about the prayer. It is so true.
Right. Growing up, was your family very church orientated? How did God and just your mother alone just affect your upbringing in life?
My mom, we went, but we wasn't like truly dedicated to church, but we knew God, and God was within ourselves. So it really wasn't about the building of the church. It was within ourselves. So that's how we made it. That's how we survived.
Right. Power of prayer.
Yes.
Have there been any hard times in your life where you had to look up to God and be like, hey, please help me. Please help me. If so, describe what you went through and how you overcame it.
Many of times I had to look up to him. Still today I have to look up to him. But I'm in a better situation now. But it's been many a times like, I worked, didn't make enough money to keep the lights on or, pay some bills to stay afloat. And it was like, God, please help me. I need help. I don't want my kids suffering. It was mainly always about my children. I always would put myself last. But now that they're grown, I love me more. And, I'm just trying to spoil me because I spoiled them. So now is my time to shine.
Right. Looking good, hair done, confidence all the way up. Man.
Thank you.
So you say you're spoiling yourself right now. Kids are grown. What is life like for Miss Renee right now?
Well, right now it's like I'm trying to fulfill my dream. I'm gonna fulfill my dream, I should say. And I don't care about who don't like it or what anybody has to say. I'm gonna do me. I still have my health and strength, and I'm gonna keep on going.
Yeah, gotta keep on going. Gotta keep on moving. Hey, sky's the limit. Each time we wake up, it's a blessing and it's a new opportunity.
Yes, it is.
Man, coming up, what have you always been a rapper, or like where did this come from? Have you always been a rapper? Because right now I'm not going to go into your rap career just yet, but where did the skill necessarily come from?
When I was 21, that's when I decided I wanted to make music. At first I was just writing, and then I said, let me try it, and started rapping. And then back, I can't even tell you the year, but when I was 21, I was in a group called First Nation, and we performed on 18th and Vine, and it was like 20 or 30 performances, and we came in third. So I figured we still did a good job coming in third place, you know. But from that day on, you know, that's when I wanted to pursue rapping. But after having my children, I said, okay, I'm going to slow down and become a mom, which I did. And then now I'm trying to get back into it. So it's like I'm learning all over again.
Right, learning is good. Because you get better and better each time. And like you said, you're accomplishing your dream.
Yes.
Man, growing up, what was the rap scene like in the 80s, just growing up? And what was Kansas City like for you in general in the 80s? And how different is now? The 80s compared to 2022.
In the 80s, it was easy and better and safe. I mean, compared to now, oh my goodness, only God can help us right now. Right. But in the 80s, it was great.
And that's, you know, you would think going into the future would be a lot better, but it's worse.
It is.
And when you look back on the past, like the 90s and the 80s, even maybe somewhat of the early 2000s, it seemed like it was somewhat better.
Yes, it was. It was. Well, I thought that as the years progressed, change, things would get better. Only thing that got better was technology. But as far as the human life, the world period itself, it's terrible. That's only because all of us doesn't have God in our life. And if we did, the world would be a better place.
Right. I actually think technology can be a gift or a curse, and right now people use it as a curse.
Yeah.
You see Facebook, you see all this gossiping, you see all this relationship drama.
Yeah.
It's used to bash people. It's totally a different world to the point where in the 80s, you didn't get none of that. You would confront them right in their face, or you would, you know, you might even fist fight, live to fight another day. Perfect, yes. You know, and that was it. Now it's
just terrible. Because back then, the kids you see all the kids outside in the streets playing and kickball, baseball, football, outside in the yard. Not as a sport, but just having fun with each other. And now, but since this new technology, all the kids are stuck in the house.
Stuck in the house, glued to their phones.
Yes.
Not knowing what outside or being inside, you know, being outside when the porch lights come on. You know it. They don't understand that. Exercise is at the bare minimum now, you know.
Yes.
So it's just very confusing time right now. When you look at today's kids and teenagers, adolescents, the youth in general, in Kansas City, I mean, if you had anything to say to the youth, what would you say?
I would say to the youth today is respect your elders. You know, just don't let the world, like the rapping, the movies you see, influence your mind. Learn, read more so you can learn and do better and love one another. And stop hating, being jealous of one another. Come on, y'all. We got to wake up and love each other and do better and become one. I mean, because if not, then there's none of us going to be left because we're going to be too busy trying to kill each other. So come on, y'all. Let's gather together and become one and fight together in a positive way.
In a positive way. Hey.
Yes.
I'd rather eat with you than compete with you.
That's right. Yes.